Well, this is our Tiffin Allegro Open Road. It's a model 34PA. It's a 36-foot gas motor coach, and we really love it. It's built on a Ford chassis. It's a Ford V10. And one of the things we like about this 34PA layout is it has slides, opposing slides, both in the living room and in the back in the bedroom. So what that means is 2 slides on this side, and we'll go show you 2 slides on the other side. It also has 13 bays. We'll show you inside of some of those here in a minute. But of those 13 bays, about 5 or 6 of them are taken up with infrastructure. Electrical, hydraulics, water, drainage systems. But the rest we can use for pure storage. And it really is. It's about 3 times the storage that we had on the Winnebago. So we love that. Now let's go look on the other side, which is what we call the campsite. It's called the campsite. It's because it's where the awning is. It's usually where the picnic table is that you have for camping. So let's take a look at a little bit of the storage. As you'll see, in this case, one thing about the storage is most of these are actually under the slides. So you have to bend down and you got to watch your head, or else you're going to hit your head under the slides. This is where I keep like the parking pads, and I try to designate different storage bays for certain things. We have random storage that I use when we're setting up. We also have, for example, the shop vac that we use when we're cleaning. So this is just kind of like an all storage bay. And what you might not be able to see unless Nancy can get down is there is a small pass-through about 6 or 8 inches tall that goes all the way to the other side. And we can put long things like the carpet that we use inside. And to show you what I meant by some of these bays are taken up by infrastructure, this is actually one that I love. This is the fresh water tank. So no, we can't use it for storage, but I can see exactly how much fresh water we have when we're out boondocking and not hooked up to water. So I know when we're going to be able to empty the water tanks. And we'll show you some on the other side. As we go around the black, this is our blue ox system that we use for towing the Jeep. It's got a ladder all the way to the top. Tiffin really does a great job. It's a full cap on the back. And Tiffin does come with a paint job, just like your cars and vehicles and other vehicles. It's not just a fiberglass with a gel coat. It's a complete full body paint. So this is what we usually do in the campsite. We set up our chairs and a small table, the camp stove when I am able to get the camp stove hooked up to the propane. In this case, we're on the river. It's called the White River Campground because, well, the river doesn't look white, it's a little brown these days because of the rain, but it's a beautiful little campsite. It's always good to get a campsite on the water if you can. The ocean, the river, the lake, those are always the best campsites. So we'll show you a couple of other of the bays. Obviously most RVs will have this type of setup. This is where you can fill the water. You can set it for tank fill or city water. Right now we're hooked up to city water. We're doing a lot of laundry and we can drain directly from here, but it's all enclosed. And the nice part about this is also part of the heated area, so that if we are just a little bit below freezing, we still should be okay with our water pipes. And then the other types of storage, we try to have storage bins where we can put things in storage bins. This is the best way to store things, but not everything can fit inside those storage bins. So we have full hookups, so we have sewer, water, and the electrical. And one of the first things that I did, accessories I did buy, was this power watchdog. It's from Hughes Auto Transformers. It basically is a surge protector, but it's also going to allow me just how much wattage we're using per day. So I'm going to measure how many kilowatts. This is only a 30 amp circuit, so we have to use a 30 amp to the 50 amp dog bone. So we have to be careful. We can't run both ACs and microwaves and everything all at once, or else we're going to be flipping the breakers and using more than 30 amps. But other than that, we can run pretty much everything in the coach. The color scheme is a special color scheme that was on this model. It's a 2016 Allegro, Ocean Breeze or something like that, but it's really unique because of the teal color in it. And we've sort of played on that teal color on the interior as well. And it's something Nancy and I love. Now, this is our Jeep that we tow behind the Tiffin. We flat tow it so all four wheels are on the ground. We have to put it in neutral and put the drive gear in neutral so that it rolls. It's made to roll and tow behind it. They actually call it a dinghy tow because it's our dinghy. It's what we drive around whenever we're parked at a campsite so that we don't have to drive the motor home to the restaurants or some places that we might want to go visit. So let's go inside and look at what's inside. The cockpit of the Tiffin is really pretty basic. It's just the basic Ford dashboard, but obviously there are a few additional things that we have. We've got the generator start over here on the dash. We also have an auto leveling system, which has really been great. There's a couple of times we've had to manually level it because we were a little bit too off level. The radio has a navigational and RV GPS built into it, and the radio is also on the house battery, so we can turn it on. If there's a local radio station we want to listen to, we can listen to it and have it piped through the speakers in the coach because it's not running the engine battery down. But other than that, there is a backup camera, and the backup camera actually includes not only the backup, but when the turn signals happen, I have the backup camera on the right rear view mirror and the left rear view mirror for being able to see there when I'm making turns, and that's been helpful. So fairly basic. We did put the carpet on the dash, cut down on glare. Things don't slide all over on the dash when we're driving. It's a little bit easier for Abby to get up on the dash when we're traveling as well. So this has been helpful. One of the things I really love about the Tiffin is this solar shade that I can put up and down, and I can actually leave, say, halfway down when we're driving. The nightshade, you cannot move the nightshade when you're driving, but at night we like to put the nightshade all the way down. If I know I'm driving into the sun, I can preset the nightshade so that at least it's like a visor for this huge windshield that's out here. As a matter of fact, every window in the Tiffin has both a solar shade. They're not motorized. The one on the front windshield is the only one motorized that we can pull down, as well as a nightshade. And these two for driving are really, really helpful. I don't pull the solar shade all the way down, but if I have sun coming in from this side, I can pull it halfway down so I can still see out my rear view mirror. So love, love, love the shades in the coach. So let's take a look at the living area with Nancy.
Hi everybody, I'm going to show you the inside, the interior of our coach, but first here's Abby, and her favorite little place is right in here. Say hi, Ab. Yeah, say hi. She likes, these are feather pillows, and she will, she'll get herself on top of them, and that's her happy place. And here's Mars. Mars spends most of his time down there, or occasionally we'll come up, we'll hold him up there, but this is his favorite place, is right there. Up here is our recliner, and this is my chair when I sit when we're driving, and that can recline almost all the way. So it's a pretty comfy, if you're in here, it's a pretty comfy chair to watch TV, because the TV is right diagonally across from it. We have an L-shaped couch here. What happens is this end of it right here gets stored under this part of the couch. It just flips down like that and slides down, and this whole thing goes right in. This is my favorite place to be, is on the couch. And we didn't, in the Winnebago, we had taken the couch out and put in a work area for Steve because he was still working at the time, wasn't retired. And so in the Winnie, the only spot to recline at all was on the dinette seat. I would occasionally pop up the pillows there and sleep, just sleep there. Not sleep, but rest. Here I've got a full couch that I can relax on, put my feet up. Steve uses these. This is a good tip. Ottomans, we had these in the Winnebago. They're empty on the inside when you get them, and you can use these for storage. Storage is one thing that you really want to have, and we have a ton of it in here, although Steve will say no, we don't have ton. But we have cabinets up here, and they're all solid wood cabinets. The ones in the Winnebago were not solid wood, and they all snap down and stay in place when we're driving. We added the fan here. You probably remember in the Winnie we have a couple of those, and it's an awesome fan. It can go all different ways. Over here, Steve has claimed this as his work area. There's a little pull-out area right here to put his laptop on. There's some electrical outlets down there. This is our table. When we're traveling, this thing is pushed in just like this. When we get where we want, we can take and pull it out. And you can see it's a little wobbly, which I didn't like, so Steve went and got us a dowel, and we just put it up under here, and now we have a nice still work table. Nice area up there. It's nice to have an area like this to put things on that we use all the time, like napkins and coasters and stuff like that. And then we have cabinets down under here. We have drawers right here. We have one big drawer right here that we use for a file drawer to keep all our files in. We have our utensils for eating. This is our Berkey. It's a water filtration system. We have nice space up here for all sorts of things up there. Again, as Steve said, all the windows around here have the daytime shades, which really helps with the sun, and then the nighttime shades. So you've got a lot of privacy in the evening. Here we have our TV, and a fellow Sheltie, Pete, gave us this sign a few weeks ago when we met up with them, and I love it. And of course, Frisky. Frisky stays right there until we're ready to move on and do something else. So this is pretty much in here. We have AC comes out of these vents right here. Air take is in over on that side. And now we walk into the kitchen, and we have a microwave. Newer models have a microwave convection oven. We just have a microwave. Steve loves the convection oven, so this is our convection oven from home. We use this, for warming up things. I don't know, we may eventually go to a microwave convection oven up here, but we'll see. You say, well, where do you cook? This pulls off, comes out, and actually this pulls off too. But we find that we don't very often need a second burner. But usually, he's outside cooking, so we wouldn't even need this, and we can use this completely for work prep area. We have here a nice double sink and pull out faucet, which is nice. Cabinets a much bigger stove than we had in the Winnie. The Winnie has a very small stove in it, and we're not sure 100% what we're going to do with this, if we're going to leave it like this. We've talked about a dishwasher in there. We've talked about putting the combo convection oven there. A myriad of things that we've talked about. Here's your command center right here. We can look on here and we can see our fresh water, our gray water, and our black tank, and our gas, LPG gas that we use. Everything's controlled pretty much by just pushing and turning it on. This is where you extend your slides and where the slides retract. And this happens to be our photo wall. We have a lot of beautiful photos. One of our peeps, Kathy, when Ziva passed, sent us a bunch of these photos, and we absolutely love it. And I have added to it because I love them so much. If you ever want to get some, they're called mixed tiles, and they come in various different forms. This one comes with a frame, and they just have a sticky foam like on the back, and they are made to be taken off many times, many times. Never have had one fall off while we are traveling. This is something that we were really excited about having, or I was having a full fridge, because as you know from the Winnie one is only about that big, and it's a freezer and refrigerator, and you have to shop every day. So now we have this beautiful residential fridge here. And the biggest thing is we are excited to have a freezer, a big one, because we need to stock it with Bluebell ice cream. That is our favorite ice cream. It's from Texas. Have you come over here first? Thank you. This right here is our pantry. Something just fell out of the pantry here. Uh-oh. It's going to go in no man's land. Oh, well, we're going to have to fix that when we're done here. Next, let's take you into the bathroom. This is our spacious bathroom. We love it. We have so much more storage space than we ever had in the Winnie, which is incredible for us. Here we have a nice big, for a trailer, big shower. Has a up top, the dome that you can actually close so that when it's hot you can keep it cool in here. Over here we have our washer dryer combo, and you can see it's in use, and a lot of storage, our linen storage in here. Again, porcelain sink, whereas in the Winnie we had a small sink, and it was stainless steel. Lots of space in here to put everything. It's great. It's wonderful. The bathroom can be shut off right here, and that door right there, it locks. Yeah, we've never had a lock in the bathroom. Not that we really need it. And now we come into the bedroom. This is a king-size bed. We have nice little storage ledge right here, and we also have USBs right here, and we have a little cabinet right there, plugs right there. And we have nice big storage up above. And this is our daytime setup. At night, because of Mars not being able to see, He actually, last night, I was afraid he was going to fall off. This comes up and locks in place. And this is just one of those guards for children to put on the side, but it's an extra large one. And that goes up at night so that he does not fall off the bed. And I will show you here. This is a lot of storage underneath the bed. You see Steve's got his shoes right there. So things that we don't necessarily get into often, we put under here. So that's one of our nice perks of having the king-size bed. Also, these stairs we'll go over on the other side so that Abby can get down to the pee pad. And she's getting older, and she gets down a lot in the evening at night. So those stairs are for her. Mars never has tried to go down the stairs. TV here that will go back on this wall. We have, this is where the DVD player and the Blu-ray and the satellite dish receiver was here. And now we're getting ready to make this as our charging station because we have so many things to charge, camera batteries and all of that. Over here we have a nice size closet. Steve has one on the other side, and these have lights that automatically come on and off when you open, which is super. This is the vinyl that we put on here. As I said, we didn't necessarily have to see ourselves in it. I just didn't like it. So we put that on there. We also have a dirty clothes hamper here, which is nice to have, and nice size drawers there, and maybe possibly a workstation for me. And yes, those things don't stay there when we when the slides come in. Like this is what they call opposing slides because they're on each side. This slide right here comes in about here, and then this comes in to about here. So the bed is actually underneath this ledge right here. So it just comes in like that. With the screens, the computer screens come on the bed, and some of the other stuff. There's actually, I think, less to put out, to put away when we are ready to go in here as compared to the Winnie. Seemed like the Winnie, there was a lot more that had to be put away. We also have a nice fan up here, which we're fans of fans. We also have a door, not a closet door, a door here. So if we have company or friends, whatever, we can shut that off, and we can shut both doors, and whoever's in here can access the bathroom. Over here, I forgot to mention that this side of the couch pulls out to a double bed, so that gives us some extra sleeping space there. As most of you know, we got the RV, and then we had one day to put everything into here. We have spent probably the last 3 weeks. Most of our time has been spent in here rearranging some more inside here and putting things where we want them. And also getting the things that we wanted to put up that weren't in here, things like this right here. And no, those cannot stay there when we travel. They actually go up into the cabinet there. So there were, a lot of little things like putting the pictures up, putting things where we needed them. And so that's what we've been doing for the last couple weeks, is basically getting it ready for us to live in, hopefully full time. So if you have any questions and you want to ask away, and we'll do our best to answer them. When we travel, that's what I didn't say. This actually, that couch pushes in there, and to this L right here slides in, and this whole slide right here comes to about right here. And of course, as I said, that is pushed in, so it's only about here. This is this whole part right here is a slide, and it comes in, and it comes to about here. So when we're traveling, all this comes in. We have a corridor about this width that we can walk from the front all the way to the back. And one of the things that we loved about the Winnie was the fact that you could stop on the side of the road or at a rest area or wherever, and you could get in and have access to the refrigerator, the stove, the dinette, and the bed. So there have been times when we ended up in a parking lot and we actually slept in the Winnie. Don't like to do that if we don't have to, but every now and then that happens. So anyways, this is what we love. One of the things we loved about this setup and this floor plan is we can be all the slides in, and we can walk here. We can access the refrigerator. We can access the microwave, the stoves, the bathroom, the bedroom. We could sleep in it, but about the bottom part of the bed is underneath. So Steve might have to sleep a little sideways. I can do it because I'm not very tall. But yeah, so this is one of the reasons that we really, really like this setup. And I think the dogs do too. Show Abby over here and Mars. They're very, very comfortable here. The only thing about this is the stairs to the outside. Mars has a hard time because they're pretty deep. I'm going to just push this in here. And yeah, so this is it. We love it. And hopefully we'll be doing a ton of traveling. We're going up to Brad's Friday. We're leaving Friday and going up there and camping at his house in preparation for Woofstock on the 11th. And then we will be making our way back to the Northeast because our grandkids are going to be coming home from Europe, which I cannot wait to see them. They've been gone since the end of May, the 1st of June. So we'll be going from here to Indiana. We're in Indiana. A visit with my sister here in Indianapolis. Yeah, Indianapolis. And another sister in Columbus. So we'll be making stops there for sure. And who knows? That's the beauty of being retired, and we're not really on a strict time frame, but we're making our way back to the Northeast, and then we're going to settle some things, and we've got clothes and we've got furniture and stuff we've got to unpack and get set up, get our spot up in the Northeast as our base set up. So thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, keep smiling and be kind.